Hello guys, hope you are all doing well. Sorry for the delay because I had a technical issue. I'll go very fast with all the other stuff that we are going to discuss. Just only one moment please. Okay, now it's all good. Sorry for the delay. Okay, thank you. So today we are going to discuss the topic about the Luna 2.0, so the new version and the bullish wave that is coming from Bitcoin. So the first topic that was related with Luna, that as we have already seen, because many of the traders have already suffered it from their personal experiences, this is the new version of it. But how I actually see it, I shared also one analysis yesterday, sorry. The problem is that they created a new coin, but on the other side they just removed all the investors to another coin by placing a new name, Luna C, and the problem is that now they created a new one. Yes, the Luna Classic. So, okay, thank you very much for the confirmation. I see also your comments. If you have any question, just write me in the chat because I'm watching all the chats. Nice to see you all, guys. Yeah, I see one of the guys that is writing what is the scope of new Luna C. To be honest, I don't understand it at all why they removed everything, because they removed from one part of the project, they created a new project, but on the other hand, this is my personal opinion, they left all the old investors on the corner right now. So this is how I see, at least everything is going down in Luna C. So it looks like they find more reasonable the Terra Luna project to pump it from $1 to up to $100, but they don't see reasonable to increase the price of the old Luna C. So probably this is one of the issues. What I don't understand is that why everyone should jump on the Luna 2 project when all the old investors, let's say profits and their equities, their investment, everything was deleted. So this is something that I'm not understanding at all. It looks like the same in the Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, that we are in the same situation, and I don't understand why they made this type of split between them. But the problem can come only from the company, that they just want to build something new. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense at all, and I have discussed also with other guys also the comments that I have taken from this idea that I wrote yesterday. So read the comment what the traders are writing here. All it takes is news of court case and it's over again. So everything is deleted. In my opinion, just I don't like it at all to invest anymore, because everything it becomes very, very tricky. So if you are going to trade just in my personal opinion, don't take this as suggestions at all. What is going to happen is that we have the pump right now because many traders are actually investing. But what is going to happen, look at this idea, price came down. This is not a cheap price, 7.3 approximately, or when the price moved before, because everything was pumped as the beginning, and after that everyone sold it again. So this low volume can push Luna lower again, because I don't think that many traders or investors will try to believe again in Luna, I guess, because it's very difficult when they failed on the first project. They didn't manage to go on the next one, so just to go on with the old one. Look at the old one that it was called, now it's Loon C. Look at what the price is doing. This is stopped because we don't have volume at all here. So yes, I read the comment, guys. Yes, one of the guys is writing that I have purchased Luna USDT $38, but now it's shown in Loon C and price showing $0.02. So what happened next? So nothing will happen. Let's hope that just only the traders will find it reasonable to trade. Probably the traders will add volume on Loon C, the old project, let's say Luna Classic, only for the simple fact that probably this is very cheap for the moment and they expect that this will increase with time. But I don't find anything interesting at all to invest in these projects right now. It's very dangerous, as I see. Also in Luna USDT, I bought also as well, and that is why I'm following in the same way. I bought only $50. It's not a big deal because it was a clear gambling also from my side, from Luna, and it was transferred to Loon C. So despite the fact that they are saying that we shared a lot of shares, a lot of parts from the new project to support the UST buyers, the old project from Luna, so I don't find it at all a very good movement, because this is coming as a new project at all, like a new crypto. What it happens usually with the new cryptos is that the market is pumped in this way, and after that all the volume comes in and out until you see the price moving lower and lower. So in my opinion, it's very dangerous. Who lost? It doesn't make sense at all to add on its losses again. Personally, I'm out from these trades. I like better trades. We saw that also all the market is already focused on Bitcoin, and as we can see also from the old analysis that I have shared, price is working out very well in all of this. So what is really happening on Bitcoin? So let's break it down. For Luna C, guys, I don't advise you at all to go on right now, or for Loon, just don't speculate. Yes, I share the same opinion with the guy that just wrote right now, is the last one. So now how they are building up this type of information is that was a scam or it was a collaboration, how they are doing this type of things, because this is getting really funny how everything is building up about Luna right now. However, I'm a bit critical about this point, so I don't want to add anymore. Just let's see how the market will react. I'll go on with Bitcoin because this is one this is one of the most important part that most of the market is focused, and this will increase also our profits and our losses that we already had on Luna and on the other cryptocurrencies, I guess. So as you have seen also before, and I will go on also what happened after I shared the last analysis during the previous week, when I called it again. This is something that I keep sharing. I don't think that Luna Classic will skyrocket, but let's see. This is the price, how this is actually moving here. This analysis is very old on all the live streams that I have done during this period of time. You can check out the video. And this was the support area that I was expecting from the price reversal. What is happening in this point is that we are watching and we are reading many news during this period of time that all the countries are trying to support Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin. They want to push Bitcoin in different ways, in different type of payments, like Rio is doing in Brazil. They want to use it for property taxes. Other countries are using it as well. So one of the last ones that I remember was one of the US universities, that they are going to use it for the payment of yearly payments that the students already do in them. So this is building blocks time after time and is adding volume. What caused all of this here was only the problem of Luna and nothing more, and the speculation that happened with it, because Bitcoin was ready to move from this point where it was, when it was at 39.5, 39k. So let's break it down. I'll go you also a real-time example that I have shared. This is all what I have shared during the previous week, and hope all the guys that were on the previous live stream got advantage from this movement. This is the candle that it was during that moment of time. I'm going to delete it. This is the triangle that I have shared. This was the entry point for this triangle. And look at what the price already did here. Hope you guys bought at this point. And the price, the minimum was approximately 7%, and the price is still moving higher. As you can see, these are also the old comments here. This was for the coming weeks, everything, and we can see that the second target is almost reached. Any one of you was on the previous live stream from this entry point, because I called this buy opportunity? You can write it on the chat if you want. Hope you guys are using this analysis. This was shared also during the previous time, so after I finished I shared also this information. The analysis was shared on May 26th. If I'm going to play it run, look at how the price developed. Look at how all the price developed from this entry point. So how I see it actually right now. And I will go on also with the other stuff after that. We had two different points. The first area was this one for taking profits, and this was the second area. So as I explained during the previous time, we had two strong areas where the price could have faced resistance. I'm making this with red right now. And you can see that the price didn't came down from this point or from this point, but the price broke out and it is going to continue higher. What is going to happen in this point where we are right now? As you can see, the bullish accumulation volume, this is all the accumulation, as we can see. Probably this was enough for the price to move higher. So after so many retests, it was the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times after 6 times the price moved higher from this price level here. So now we are having a correction of the price, and the correction is holding up very strong above this support area here. So this is really good consolidation. It's not bad at all. So don't anticipate the bearish movement from here. This is looking very solid. Probably we need some more confirmation, but the price should continue moving higher. Actually, we are having impulsive movements. It means that this was very strong, and look at the price increased by 13%. So probably we can see it moving higher again from here. However, the previous targets are very sensitive, the ones that I have placed here, 33 and 34.3. Considering that Bitcoin actually right now, Bitcoin is creating this type of corrective pattern, it should continue moving higher because the accumulation was done here. So we cannot expect any more accumulation from Bitcoin. All was done, and this should continue moving higher. It can continue during this week because I don't see any reason why the price should keep holding in this area for a longer period of time. It is not safe to buy right now, so we need to see a bit more development. But what you can do for this trading scenario, because the price is trading in a type of range pattern, you can consider this type of trading. So just focus in these 2 points, because we have a high and a low on Bitcoin. These are the highs and the lows, and probably the price will continue to move within 31.2 and 33k. So these are very sensitive. Once the price will break above 32.3, sorry, this is the bullish confirmation that will come. So this is the confirmation for this trade. If you are going to take into consideration and to buy it right now, this is a bit risky. Just calculate your risk in advance with future or margin contracts. It's your choice how you are going to trade it, and the stop loss should not be lower, let's say higher than this point. So at least it should be at 30, as I see. After that, the price should continue moving higher. For a higher target, because we are supposing that at this moment of time where the price is actually consolidating here, so we are in this movement and it should continue moving higher. Considering all of this, we can assume that we are on the first wave. This was the second correction, and now the price should continue with the third Elliott wave, and after that we will see the rest, how it will develop, because it doesn't have to make this type of waves all the time. However, we should have a guideline how and what to expect for the future. So if price is going to move higher, and I'm already expecting the third wave, this structure should be a must for the price to reach during this period of time. It should be in 1 or 2 weeks if everything goes fine, because the price already made the bullish breakout here, and I don't see any reason why the price should spend more time in correction. So it was 70 days in correction here, so probably it should go in the same way for the upper target. So the upper target should be probably in 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, and this target maximum should be up to the end of the next week, the 34.3. Everything how the price is actually developing now, so taking this in consideration all the time. So this is the short-term and long-term perspective for Bitcoin. If you want to trade it just only on the 1 hour, the 1 hour is that probability the price can move can jump from this point, or probably a bit lower, up to the top of the structure. So actually we are going to trade within this small area, 31.2, 32.3.4, something like that. So this is the smaller area that we are going to trade right now. Any one of you has any question? Okay, I will go on with the next one, Ethereum. This is also shared during the previous time. I will go on briefly with this. The structure is almost the same. Price faced resistance close to the area, faced support, sorry. So as you can see, everything is moving as Bitcoin, almost all the others, so they are expecting the movement of Bitcoin. On the 4-hour time frame, if you were during the previous time the price was making this type of movement, I didn't remove all of this by purpose here because I wanted to show you what actually happened. This is why sometimes we need confirmation on our trades. The price didn't manage to break out at this point, but it moved lower. And look at the lower point of the structure. So it made an expansion here. We are in a type of descending broadening wedge here. And we need the price to move above this point. So Ethereum is making this a bit more complicated. Just one moment. And this is the point where you will look for Bitcoin, for Ethereum to move higher, sorry. This is the point for Ethereum, this point here. So watch for breakout approximately when the price will come at 2018. This is the breakout point. We need to see the price to bounce above this structure, and after that it should continue higher. All of these targets are in line with each other. So the first two targets probably can be reached as the one with Bitcoin. So 22% can be done as Bitcoin will reach the first two targets. So just watch for this scenario, place an alarm here, and you will see that everything will be fine from this point, because this expansion needs to break above the top. Otherwise it can continue making something strange here before it moves higher. So this is how you can trade Ethereum right now, because it is not so clear yet. The next one is NEO. As you can see, price was at the top of the structure during the previous time. It came down, created this type of wedge pattern, and we have a breakout. However, momentum is still very low. Look at where the price is stopped right now. So it is stopped above this resistance area. Now they are support for our trade. Beautiful movement, how the price is actually stopped at this point. So from this moment we can see that the price can continue moving higher. If I'm going to look at the price also on the weekly chart, we had a combination of the structure support and also of a bigger pattern. and the bigger pattern was a harmonic pattern. We have a combination of patterns that is showing that probability is high that the price can reverse from this point. So this is how you can watch at this moment. I am looking at only for this movement that can happen here. So this is a beautiful entry as well. Just use future, don't buy with spot, because everything is more dangerous with spot. Just risk small amount. Also from the previous live stream that we had, we have ape here. Look at what the price did on ape. Price didn't move above the structure. So as we can see, as long as the price didn't move above the structure, we can see that the price is expanding this type of correction. You can watch to buy above this point again, because this is getting a very interesting flag here. Also considering that ape is very volatile as crypto, it should work out very well. Just placed a buy limit order at the breakout point. Just place a buy limit order close to this area here, and the price should continue moving higher. It's very good entry point if it will work out. The opposite scenario is that the price can continue and develop the pattern as well. The next one is ADA, Cardano. If anyone want to see any specific crypto, just write it on the chat and I'll check it for the audience. As you can see, ADA is coming down from a bigger picture. Look at here what Cardano is doing. This is what Cardano is doing. Okay, I'll check it out. Look at what Cardano is doing here. We are in a type of falling wedge. It's not a beautiful one, but it's a wedge pattern in Cardano. I'm going to break it down on the lower time frame. You will see that price is actually above this small structure, so this is creating the same movement as Bitcoin. During the previous time, price was in this way of movement, so the entry point for this pattern was at the breakout, and after that the price moved higher. So this was very good entry point. Price is stopped at the support. At this moment we can rule out the possibility that price can come down again, and after that it can move higher. Or on the opposite scenario, just wait for the price to develop a bit more to create something like a type of flag pattern, and after that you can initiate the trade. Also, this movement will be amazing if it will make a type of bullish pattern. Just a moment, because one of the guys asked. I am looking at GST, as one of the guys asked in the group. You can see that on the daily chart we don't have any clue that the price is changing direction, so it keeps only moving down. On the 4 hour it keeps moving down as well, so I don't see any clear pattern at all how you can trade this. On the 1 hour we can see some type of patterns. These are type of ugly pattern. This is good. The next one, we don't have anything interesting. This was the previous one. Let's keep it in this way. So I don't see anything how you can initiate this trade because it keeps only moving lower. So if you look at this one, the price is only moving lower, so we need to see more price reaction, what the price will do before it moves higher. For the moment this is just moving down, so it's very clear how this is going. This is a type of scenario, so you can see this type of movement and the price can continue moving lower again. Also for GST you can see that we have a resistance area where the price is stopped right now. So from this resistance area, this is the resistance, the price can move lower because we are looking at correction again. So this is a high probability scenario. I don't see anything else for this crypto. It's just in a free fall as I see. This is the chart of Litecoin. What Litecoin is doing here is approximately the same way what the price is doing also in some other cryptocurrencies. We are watching this type of formation to be formed very often, this type of harmonic pattern. And the problem is because many of the cryptocurrencies, they are testing historical price areas. So from this moment, as I see, is a must that the price should continue make a correction or it should continue higher. So it's very possible. So if price is going to continue from this point, because otherwise we are going to see all the crypto system to go down and it doesn't make sense at all. So also the bias areas are strong. This is dating from August 20, so it looks really good as a buy area for Litecoin. February 20, so as you can see the pre-pandemic price here, when the price was before pandemic, the price was at 84. Let's keep it in this way. I'm saying 82. It was on February 20. And the price is actually 68, so this is lower in price, lower than the previous time when it was before pre-pandemic. So this is a very good entry point. It comes with a very good confirmation, as we can see. The buy area, the price is actually undervalued if you take as a reference the entry point that was 82, 84. It's really undervalued. It's almost $12, $14. And how the price is actually developing this type of structure. Look at where the price is stopped right now. It is developing this type of structure. A very good buy area will be if the price will make this type of movement. So if price is going to break, let's say, above 73.8, 74, this is a very good buy zone for Litecoin. So at least this is how I see it, and it works out very well. So just focus on this pattern here, how the price will break out for Litecoin. If you are going to use any targets, I'm going to use only minimum targets here, because the minimum is a must. You should use 95, and I'm going to use 84, 85 somewhere here. So this is for the coming week or weeks, but in order to happen that, you should wait for breakout. Just wait for price breakout here, and everything should be fine after that. The next one is Tron. As you can see, this is very good as pattern. The price is still developing. This is the picture how the price is expanding here. We are in a type of ascending broadening wedge pattern. It keeps broadening on the upper side, and it is making higher lows on the lower side. It is a very good pattern. All the targets that I have labeled here are from the previous time. You can see very clearly that during the previous time the price was on this chart, because I didn't delete this at all, was at this price. Correction happened at this point, and after that the price moved higher. So only from the previous week, when it was at 26th of May, in 5 days we can see a 14%, 15% movement. So this is a very beautiful movement, 16% here. And this in blue was the scenario that I draw for Tron. So price can make the same movement, it can make this type of movement, and it can continue higher again. So this is for Tron. As you can see, many of the cryptocurrencies are creating almost the same area as well, many of them. Matic is not showing any type of strong bullish momentum, so it can come low again. Probably the price is creating a type of different pattern here, so we need to see. So it can come again here, or we need to see a price reaction before it moves higher. Overall, many of the cryptocurrencies are looking that they are going to change direction right now. Just one moment. So price has tested historical price area here on March 21. This is March 21. You can see it here. That is why I labeled it. So it was more than a year ago what the price is actually testing. And this is a bullish movement that will happen. This was an impulsive movement. Price is correcting, and it should continue higher. For Matic, just wait. But how it is behaving, it is not very good. The next one is one Harmony. This has a more beautiful pattern here. Again, we are in a type of movement that is correcting everything in very low price areas, as we can see close to this point. So the price is making this type of movement. We have this harmonic pattern. Price tried to break lower, however this is still valid, all is good at this moment. So we are in extended waves, as you can see. We are having the same pattern. So also in one harmony, same pattern as well. Price is developing. Bullish momentum is very small. It's not a very good bullish momentum, not a good one. However, the price can make this movement, and it can come down, or it can break out of this point. If you want to trade with confirmation, just wait for the price to break above 0.053, and this is your entry point. Just use all the time margin of future contracts for these trades, because if you are going to use spot, you will not know when the price, if the price is going to move lower or higher. And from the entry point, it is approximately 20%, so the entry price. So probably you are going to be greedy and you are going to buy right now. But with future contracts, the price doesn't matter at all because profits is the same all the time. So you just have to have a good point. The risk amount is the same, the profits are up to you, which are the targets that you are going to use for this type of trades. During this period of time, we've seen also the cash that it came down very deep like all the others. As you can see, price is testing these areas here, so we are facing resistance, support from the lower part of the structure. So from the bigger time perspective, the price should continue moving higher. So let's say with Bitcoin that we are expecting to increase, the support area is holding the price very strong. The minimum target that we can use is the support area here, 128. 168 is a good one as well, because these are areas that the price has tested also in the past, and the next one is the top. So I'm going to keep it very simple, and this is very possible, so just be patient with this type of trades. Price during the previous movement spent 2 months, it was 2 months up to 3 months for the bearish movement. So these are very specific movements, as you can see, more than 1 month, 2 months approximately. So you'll need from 2 to 3 months up to the top of the structure. It's not bad at all, considering that the first target can be reached very soon. It is approximately 50% of the movement. The next one is 100%, and look at the third one that this is coming as 150%. So this is not bad at all to wait for the movement. I like the future contracts. If you are going to use a future contract, the previous low was below 60.7, so you should use your liquidation price below 60.7. This is where you have to have your stop loss for this movement. After that, it comes as very good reward ratio. If you are going, let's say you are going to buy right now, this is your stop loss below the first one, and look at, we are in 1 trade on first target, 1 to trade on the second target, and the third target is a 3.2. So you are going to play in this way. If you are going to make it smaller, the profit will increase, but this is for future contracts because they also protect your account and they limit your risk. So just learn how to trade future contracts. So this is all for today. Just 1 second, because one of the guys is writing. One of the guys is writing that he bought Luna for $150, and now the value is $24. So you don't have any, you can't do anything about this problem. You just have to wait. But it doesn't make sense also. I don't think that your Luna will increase in value again. So if it will happen, to happen only with small steps, not with a fast recovery as we are expecting, because all the focus